You want to work towards the two-state peaceful coexistence, then we cannot wear clothes like that. The two-state solution. The two-state solution is called Judea, Samaria and Galilee. Judea, Samaria, Galilee. Biblical heartlands of where the Jewish people came from, the Hebrew Israelites. Judea, Samaria, Galilee. And now the present day is called Israel and the Palestinian territories. That's the reality. It has, because there's two groups of people, not just one. We don't want to be like 1933 Germany kind of attitude. We want to be modern, progressive, open-minded and understanding. And Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East. It cannot be denied, although it's becoming a bit more authoritarian. But of a necessity, or driven by circumstances because of HAMAS. That's why it's becoming more authoritarian, because it has no choice. It has to defend its borders from sick fucks like those just now. Have you ever heard of the term the abomination of desolation? The third temple in Jerusalem? Whether we like it or not, we are going to build the third temple in Jerusalem. It is foreseen in the Bible. You cannot deny reality. You can wear t-shirts and clothes with your stupid political symbol, but you cannot deny reality that the third temple will be built in Jerusalem, because we are now living in the end times. The Bible has already predicted this, the 7-year tribulation. You cannot deny what's written in the Bible. Judea and Samaria is mentioned many times in the Bible, in the Holy Bible. It's not called Palestine. There's no such term. It's only of this political made-up construct entity that want to convince ourselves of wishful thinking. We want to have an Arab state. We have 57 Muslim countries, and we have about how many Arab countries? And we have the Hashemite kingdom of Jordan. Jordan is the Arab state that serves the purpose for the Arab needs and its national identity. Back in the 1937 Peel Commission, they were given a chance to have a state of their own. They rejected it. So don't come crying to the you blew your chances, buddy. 1937 Peel Commission. 1917, 1937, 1947, 1967, 1993. And then in 2000, all hell broke loose. So you blew your chances of having a state of your own. So don't complain and have your puppets over here cajole your desires, into mollycoddle your desires, because there's no such thing as Palestine in the Holy Bible, or even the Quran is not mentioned. That there is inaccurate term of the Holy Lands of Judea and Samaria and Galilee. It's where Jesus Christ was born. Jerusalem, Jesus Christ was born in Bethlehem. It's biblical fact. The only salvation of mankind is salvation of mankind. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. That's what he said himself. We cannot be denied. Salvation is found in no other than Jesus. We can try to have our wishful thinking, we can deny all the while, but every knee and every tongue will bow and confess that Christ is very important figure than what God intended. Okay, I'm going to just put it that way. And there's another thing about the seed of Abraham, or something about the Jewish nation. The Jewish nation, the homeland of the Jewish people, the right to a homeland of the Jewish people. It's called I will bless those that bless you, but curse those that curse you. It's written in the Bible also. Those countries that bless Israel will prosper and be blessed in return. And the other countries that curse Israel will be cursed themselves. It's all written in the Bible. It's not my opinion. You cannot deny what's been predicted by the experts in theology. Even in the Quran, there is debatable. Give to the children of Israel. Israel. As imperfect as that country will be in the modern day, God will never forsake his people, I think. He will never suddenly be a replacement theology and then say, suddenly the Arabs become his chosen people. I mean, this is a mixed up, corrupted replacement theology. So every time when you fly the symbol of the red triangle, the black, white, green horizontal stripe, you are just propagating and you're just peddling falsehood and wishful thinking propaganda, inaccurate history or biblical history, even Quranic history, even what the Torah says, what Abraham, I will bless you that bless you, curse those that curse you, something like that. Look at what happened to the Roman Empire. Look at what happened to Nazi Germany. They cursed Israel. They sent Jews to the last. So Nazi Germany was punished. So their retarded anti-Semitic behavior. That to me is, frankly speaking, the most retarded, inexcusable, shameless behavior I can ever come across in the mentality of human beings throughout the 19th and 20th century. And now, modern day Europe and much of the world is kind of repeating the same mentality again. The night of the broken glass. That is pure religious prejudice. That's pure religious discrimination. That's pure racialism. That's pure racism against Jewish people. The night of the broken glass. Kristallnacht. Targeting Jewish businesses and shops, which is reflecting what the BDS is trying to do. And we just normal people trying to get by with our everyday life in our own country, in our own region. Some of us, many of us, even in Singapore, is getting caught up with this bullshit. Really getting caught up with this bullshit. Even in Singapore, I have idiots believing in this stupid political cause. Even in Singapore. I thought Singaporeans are smarter than this and will not be caught up with this political propaganda from HAMAS. Some of them asking Singapore to break off relationship with the state of... That's not right, man. Singapore has a partnership and Singapore has to be pragmatic. You cannot expect Singapore to be like Malaysia. Singapore is a first world country. In Stevens Close, near Stevens Road, there we have an embassy. It's called the Embassy of the State of Israel. And rightfully so, because Israel is a strong country, it's a democracy in the Middle East. It's what helped our Singapore armed forces to get things started, practically to equip Singapore with the necessary tools, skills, expertise and knowledge to defend the independent young republic back in the 1960s. So as a Singaporean, you have to show pragmatism. You cannot get caught up with political symbols like this and peddling false propaganda of this Hamas brotherhood, because it's just going to lead you back into the backward dark ages. Do you want to live in a democracy or you want to live in the dark ages? I mean, it's up to you, man. Those people signing the petition on change.org asking Singapore to break off relationship with the state. You all are a bunch of idiots. Singapore will definitely remain firm with its decision and not fall for your kind of stupid, foolish suggestion. Singapore is better than this. Singapore will not fall into this regressive attitude that I see in this country here. Wearing t-shirts, wearing clothes, showing that stupid fucking symbol. It's retarded, man. Anti-Semitism is just retarded. And I think you are better than this. You should be concentrating on bread and butter issues in your own country instead of considering what's happening 8,000 miles away to the west. But also this is more predicted in the Bible, that there's going to be a very strong awakening and many people will turn against Israel. Many countries, the Battle of Armageddon will turn against Israel. It's predicted in Ezekiel 38. Israel is going to have a hard time. It's all predicted. A coalition of about, I think, Russia, Turkey, Iran, Syria will invade Israel with the stated objective of wiping it off. It's the Battle of Armageddon. It's all predicted in the Bible. It cannot be. It cannot be a. At home, in Toa Payoh, at home, I have the Star of David at home. It's my responsibility to protect that symbol. Bible says itself, I will bless you that bless you, curse those that curse you. That part of the world is where biblical events took place. John the Baptist, Jesus preached his ministry, Jesus of Nazareth and all that. Jesus was baptized in the River Jordan. Many biblical events, Jesus was crucified on the cross. Then some idiots, even some leftist idiots, want to deny the historical event that took place on the cross of Calvary. John 3:16 it says, For God so loved the world that he sent his one and only, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. What could be more different than that? That he's not salvation anymore, that suddenly somebody else replaced him, or we have to work our way to salvation? What happened to the statement, salvation is based on faith by grace alone, and not of works, lest any man should boast? What happened to the verse, love your enemies and pray for those that persecute you? Even your enemies have to show love and forgiveness. What more for your allies, the people who protect you? Israel is not perfect, but so Palestine is not perfect either. In fact, its state government is corrupt to the core. Both Fatah and Hamas factions of its administration, its government. And then you guys are wearing t-shirts and clothing bearing that symbol, displaying yourself like a fool you are, instead of knowing actual history. As I tell Oran, you all are fucking stupid. You all do not know history of the Jewish people of the Bible, of religious events, of Judea and Samaria, of Israel itself. You all just peddle what has been trickled down by the Hamas propaganda arm, information of what Al Jazeera shows you. Despite all being bombarded with information like this, we want to work towards a two-state solution. I can see through the bullshit that this is all just blind Palestinian nationalism that is caused by